Hi, my loves. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you guys doing today? This is your girl Sumi Chukunazom, and in this channel we talk about skincare, we talk about makeup, we do lifestyle vlogs, and yeah. So if you're all about skincare, if you're all about what works best for your skin, stay tuned. You are in the right place. Today we'll be diving right into the world of retinoids, or you can also call them retinoids. Without further ado, let's get right into what these little miracle workers are all about and how to properly use them so that you can benefit from it. First off, what are retinoids? Okay, have you ever heard of retinoids before? What do you think they are? So retinoids are a class of compounds derived from vitamin A. Example, we have tretinoin, which is quite common in a brand known as Retin A. We have tarazotin. We also have the OTC brand of it, which we call retinols. They work by improving skin cell turnover. When I talk about improving skin cell turnover, it's more like they tend to shed dead skin cells, renew them with new ones, and not only that, they help improve the pigmentation on your face. They help with wrinkles and all that. Yes, retinol also help with wrinkles, and most importantly, on a long-term use, they work for acne. So if you're an acne prone individual and you're using retinol, using it in the right way, emphasis of using it in the right way, then you are going to see some level of improvement in your acne. Now, when we talk about retinoids, we have two types. We have the prescription strength retinoid and we have the over-the-counter retinoid. When we talk about the prescription strength retinoid, we're talking about tretinoin. Okay, tretinoin works really good for hyperpigmentation, removal of textured skin. It helps with improvement of wrinkles on the face. It helps with depigmenting the skin on a long-term use, and it also helps with acne. It helps take care of acne. It tackles acne on the skin. However, they are strong. Now, it's not always advisable for you to walk over the counter and pick up a prescription strength retinoid and start using on your skin. And this is because it can be accompanied with a lot of issues like dryness of the skin, flakiness of the skin. It can come with redness of the skin. And you, as someone that is just introducing it into your routine, I don't think you would want to have your skin drying up all the time, flaking all the time. When I mean flaking, I mean peeling. Sometimes it can give you what we call a superficial peel, right? Sometimes it can dry out your skin really bad, even your mouth area, and that can actually feel very uncomfortable. So most times it is advisable for beginners or people that are trying to use this particular product for the first time to go for the OTC retinoids, which is the retinol. Okay, that's the over-the-counter retinol instead of the prescription retinol. Now, when you are using um retinols, especially tretinoin, you tend to um have irritation on your skin. Trust me, it's nothing to worry about. It is something that can always be managed with good moisturizers, water-based moisturizers that can hold in moisture for a very long time. When I use tretinoin, because that's the one I use tretinoin because it works faster than retinol. We'll still get into that. Okay. Now, When I use tretinoin, I try to accompany it with my CeraVe hydrating moisturizer, or my CeraVe moisturizer. And this is because the CeraVe products contain ceramides, and we all already know what ceramides do for the skin. Ceramides help protect the skin barrier from damaging or getting broken. So sometimes when I want to apply my tretinoin, I try to use the CeraVe moisturizer first, use my tretinoin, and apply my CeraVe moisturizer second. And this is called the sandwich method. This method actually helps reduce irritation. It helps it reduce irritation, it helps reduce flakiness, it helps reduce dryness, it helps reduce redness of the skin. But trust me, all these side effects come with using this particular product. But these are the price you have to pay for that skin that is sweet. Trust me. But this is especially if you are using the prescription strength retinoids. Okay, when you're using the over-the-counter retinoids, it doesn't happen like that. The over-the-counter retinoids are milder on the skin, they are softer, they give you the same result, but the only thing is that it takes a long time because it goes through the process of converting the retinoid into a retinoic acid in your skin. And this process is slower, gentler on the skin. But when you are using tretinoin, this conversion of retinol to retinoic acid doesn't have to happen. It goes straight to the point. And that's why when you're using tretinoin, in the space of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, you are going to see magnificent results in your skin, unlike retinol. But again, a lot of people wouldn't want to endure that, right? A lot of people don't want to see their skin flaking. And during those time of superficial flaking, your pigmentation kind of goes up. Like you kind of tend to get darker a little bit. At least that happens to me. But when you're done with the flaking, everything comes back to normal, and you see that your skin is looking pretty, right? A lot of people wouldn't want to go through this route because they don't want anything messing with their skin. And that's why we always have the over the counter retinoids for them, which they can use. And at least in the space of 1 month, you should actually be seeing visible result. Not like you're going to see, magnificent result like in that of tretinoin, but you're going to see good results. At least you will know that your product is working, which is what will actually keep you in the business of using that particular skincare product, right? Let's talk about retinoids and pigmentation. When we talk about pigmentation, pigmentation is when your melanin are produced, right? Then we also have what we call hyperpigmentation, when lots and lots of this melanin is being produced and in certain areas, and this can be caused by sun exposure. Yeah, majorly sun exposure is one of the biggest factor that causes pigmentation, hyperpigmentation. Another thing could be trauma that is being caused on the skin, probably when you pop your pimple, or let's say you had some burns on your skin, or you had an injury on your skin. When that skin starts healing, it kind of produces more pigment. That's how the skin responds to trauma. Okay, so now when you are using retinoids, what do they do? They come in to balance out the production of these melanocytes in your skin. Okay, make it balance. You are not producing too much of it. Your skin is not giving you response like it just went through trauma. So the production is minimal, and you realize that your skin is getting brighter. Another thing I would love to include is that retinoids are not, I don't want to classify them under lightening products, but they kind of brighten your skin, and to a reasonable extent lighten your skin, but it won't take you like 2 to 3 shades lighter than you normally wear. But you are going to see visible improvement in your skin color and also your skin texture. That is also going to change drastically. Retinoids acting as lightening or brightening skincare products normally have a noticeable effect when you use the prescription strength. And another thing about retinol is that they also act as penetration enhancer. Trust me, one of the best depigmenting ingredients you're going to use is a depigmenting ingredient that contains the Kilgman formula. And in the Kilgman formula, what do we have? We have tretinoin, that's a retinoid, and we have hydroquinone. And also we have some sort of steroids that tend to prevent irritation on the skin. This is also prescription strength cosmetics. You don't have to. Should I call it prescription? But should I even call it cosmetics at this point? I think maybe I should just call it. Let me not call it a drug. Let's just keep it on the cosmetic spectrum. What does retinol do in this sense? When you have it in this formula, it helps the hydroquinone. If you don't know before now, you should know that HQ, which is hydroquinone, is one of the best depigmenting skincare ingredients you can ever lay your hands on. But the only thing there is that it is not supposed to be used on a long term. Okay? So when you're working with your dermatologist and he or she is prescribing this for you, there is a certain time that you're supposed to be on this and when you're supposed to be off. When retinol is in this particular combination, let's say a compound, right? Or in this particular formula, what happens? It helps your hydroquinone move in faster into your skin, right? To do the pigmenting work, inhibiting the action of the tyrosinase enzyme, which actually is what fosters the production of more melanin in the melanocytes. Another thing I think you should also know is that when it comes to using your retinoids, which is tretinoin, retinol, I think we have adapalene. Yes, we have something called adapalene. It's also in the family of retinols. These also take a longer time to work. The one that actually works faster is what do we call it? Tretinoin for the topical, right? When you are using this particular product, trust me, you're going to age backwards. Yep, you are going to age backwards because your skin won't be textured. Now, if you're using retinol, for you to completely get rid of textured skin, make sure you have salicylic acid somewhere, especially if you're acne prone. Also, you can't use both of them in the same routine. Let me tell you something. There was one night, I don't know what got over me. I love making some crazy experiments that sometimes I feel like they can be detrimental, but I just don't understand. But I just said, let me try it and see what's going to happen. I applied my salicylic acid toner and went ahead to apply my moisturizer and went in with my tretinoin. Just a little bit. It's not even up to a pea-sized amount. Just a little bit, like very little. And guess what? The next morning, my skin barrier got damaged, like damaged. I had to pause using all actives in the evening of that morning. I paused using everything active. I went in with my CeraVe moisturizer. That saved me. I also went in with my Cica Balm Plus from La Roche-Posay. That also saved me. And I also went in with my Aqua 5.5 toner to balance the skin. You know, I just needed all the soothing ingredients I could get at that point. I just do not understand why I would even do something like that, but I did. And at the end of the day, I had to pay for it for like just 24 hours. And I was like, you can be crazy sometimes, girl. You need to stop that, right? So when you're using retinol, trust me, you're going to age backwards. your skin texture would um reduce, right? You're going to notice that your pigmentation is top notch, beautiful, evenly pigmented, especially if you have other skincare products in your routine and not just the retinol. Okay. Also, you need to moisturize regularly. When I mean moisturize, you don't want to play with your moisturizing. If you are using retinoids or retinol, your moisturizing game has to be top notch, like top notch. Because if you don't, your skin will dry out around your mouth will get dry, your skin will flake, which is the part I really do not like. Sometimes after bathing, I will notice some flakiness around here and all that. Also, do not apply your retinoids on your neck. Your tretinoin, the prescription strength, don't apply it around your neck. Don't apply it at the corners of your mouth. Don't apply it at the corners of your nose. Don't apply it around here on your eyes. And this is because this part of the skin I just mentioned are very fragile. You don't want your tretinoin, you know, throwing everything off balance, because it's gonna cause irritation. It's gonna cause your eye to this part of your eye, your face, to irritate you, even your mouth. So most times what I do, if I am in the mood, I don't do this all the night, I can apply Vaseline around these areas and then go on to apply my retinol or I use tretinoin. So let me say go on to apply my tretinoin on my skin, and voila, I'm good for the night, right? Or I try to avoid it entirely. Another important tip, do not apply your tretinoin on a damp skin, because applying skincare products on damp skin makes your skincare products penetrate faster, like deeper into the skin. I mean, if you have a cloth, right? If you have a cloth and you touch oil on it, when it's dry, the oil is not going to spread faster. But if that cloth happens to be wet or damp and you touch oil on it, before you know it, the oil spreads round like faster. And that's what happens with your skin when you apply skincare products on damp skin. If you are using um exfoliating ingredients and you apply it on damp skin, there's a probability you're going to see more, let me say, you're going to see better results than when you're applying always on dry skin. The same thing happens with your tretinoin. Now, the reason why it is advisable not to apply on a damp skin for tretinoin is because when it comes to tretinoin, when that happens, it goes deeper into your skin layers, and what happens? The the result is actually, should I say, fast now, and with that happening, it can also cause irritation. So instead of doing that on a damp skin with water, just have your moisturizer on and then do the sandwich method. This is going to save you from a lot of headache. Trust me, it's going to save you from irritation. Even if the irritation is going to come, it's not going to be as bad as it would have been if you didn't use your moisturizer at all. So if you're starting out for the first time and you want to use retinoids in your skincare routine, let me give you my humble advice. My advice is start out with the OTC retinoids. Like you have the adapalene, you have the retinol, okay? We have them in some brands. We have some in advanced clinicals. We have in what's the name, CeraVe. We have in Inky List. We have in a lot of brands. You can choose from there and use them. But then if you're already an OG and you already use tretinoin, that's fine. I also want to believe that you know some good measures for you to take while using your tretinoin. Do not pair your tretinoin with any sort of active ingredient. Do not pair it with glycolic acid. Please don't be like me. Don't experiment with your face. Do not pair it with salicylic acid. The only active ingredient you might want to pair it with should be your hydroquinone. And even if you're going to do that, you have to be supervised by an esthetician or a dermatologist. Please don't go about doing things on your face so that you won't at the end of the day ruin the skin you're trying to get better. Okay, because using this particular product without the proper guidance, especially the prescription strength tretinoin, retinoids and hydroquinone, using it without the proper guidance of a skincare expert really can have some massive side effects that you wouldn't like at the end of the day. Last but not the least, oh, you were thinking I was going to forget sunscreen? No. No. Using retinoids without your sunscreen? Hell no. If you don't have sunscreen, don't touch it. Don't use it. Okay? Leave it alone. Let it be. Because it tends to sensitize your skin. So if you use it without your sunscreen, you already know when you go out there, the sun will give you another thing on top of what you already have. It can make it burn you. It can make it sensitize your skin. Your skin will get sensitive. On a normal day, you'll be using retinoids and your skin is supposed to be getting brighter. But because you are not protecting properly, what happens? You realize that your skin is getting darker. All right. So you want to use your sunscreen. Apply your sunscreen using the three finger method. Always reapply your sunscreen, except maybe you are home. For me, whenever I use tretinoin, I use it at night. I don't have a business using tretinoin in the morning or during the day because I don't know. I might feel I'm in my house and then boom, I open my window and before you know it, the sun is hitting me. So I don't even want to take chances like that. So what do? I wait for a perfect night when I'm going to be in my house, apply my tretinoin, apply my moisturizer, and go to bed. And some nights, to be very honest, some nights, if I am going to apply my retinoid, I apply it using the sandwich method and I apply just my tretinoin that night. So I go in, have my bath, wash my face with my hydrating cleanser. I don't use my active cleansers. I don't pair it with any active ingredient whatsoever, be it benzoyl peroxide or anything. I don't pair with anything. Even with my cleansers, I know it's wash off, but I don't even risk that. So I wash off with my face using my micellar water, my hydrating cleanser. I come on a dry face, on a dry skin. After I must have applied my Aqua 5.5 toner and allow it to dry, I apply my CeraVe moisturizer on top of my Aqua 5.5 toner that already applied. Allow that to dry a little bit or get tacky. Then I go in with a pea-sized amount. Emphasis on pea size. See, when it comes to retinol, a tube of tretinoin, if that is what you use, should last you 6 months. Trust me, because you don't need a lot of it. A pea-sized amount can go a long way. Just apply it on your face. Make sure you distribute it evenly on your face and then apply your moisturizer. Wait 20 minutes before you go to bed. I forgot to add, using tretinoin for the first time can also make your skin purge, but do not fret, okay? Don't be scared. Except when the purging is sits maybe like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and it's getting into months, then you know probably your skin does not like it. But I don't think I've seen anybody that their skin rejects retinoids, right? So purging is always expected when you are using this particular product, especially if you're acne prone. Yes, you might start using it and realize that you're breaking out. Don't worry, most times that happens, but within a stipulated period of time, 1 to 2 weeks, max 3 weeks, and that's it. Your purging needs to end and your skin needs to get back to normal. Okay, so if you experience that, it's totally okay. Okay, even with the retinoids, there are some people that their skin also purge using the retinol. Okay, so I would love to know what you think about this particular product. Let me know in the comment section. Have you used it before? Did it work for you? Do you like it? Did you see the effect on your skin? Did it help get rid of fine lines and wrinkles? Did it brighten your skin? Did it tackle your acne and all that? I would love to know all that in the comment section. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Support your girl, please. Give this video a thumbs up. You can share this video to whoever you think might need this video to understand more how to use their tretinoin or their retinoids, right? So you can share this video with your friends. Please don't forget to subscribe and like my YouTube channel. Stay glowy, stay radiant, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.